Hello, my name is Nikima and we are SpainHomes. Today I am joined by Ekaterina, who is a partner of ours that we work with who deals with the legal side of things. She is a qualified solicitor and I'm going to be doing some questions and answers with her today to get some insight onto how to buy property in the legitimately legal way here in Spain. So Ekaterina, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us today. And my first question is for quite a few of our clients. When we are purchasing property in Spain, what would you say is the most general, usual and effective process?
Okay, the process that we have to start at the beginning is to choose the property, first of all, and after that we connect with the lawyers of the seller part, and to take and to ask all the documents related to the real estate that our client is purchasing. It depends if he buys a new property or old one property, and we ask these documents to analyze that everything is okay with the property, that there are no charges that can stop the process of the purchasing. And also when our clients are staying here in Spain, we try to make some processes relating with the identification in the Spanish authorities, because all the persons that want to buy the property in Spain has to obtain the NIE number. It's like the identification number to pay the taxes, to sign the title deed at the notary, and normally we go with the person to the notary office to make the power of attorney on my name, and in this case we can apply for the NIE number without the presence of our clients, or sometimes we go with them to the police station to ask the NIE number personally. And this power of attorney is in the case that the client the clients are not going to come to the title deed. Also can be included faculties to buy the property in their name, and to finish all the process related with the purchase. This is normally in this period of time we prepare the reservation contract that our client has to sign, and normally the reservation amount, the deposit that they have to pay, it's going to be about 10% of the price.
Yes.
And to pay it also we have be ensured that everything is okay with the property.
Sure.
And the next step, normally through 2 months more or less, when we sign the title deed, and in this case, or we have the power of attorney to sign it, or the client comes personally.
So you have a lawyer then, if the person's not there to actually do everything themselves, to actually deal with the purchase of the property for them through power of attorney. That's really good to know. So that leads to my next question. Would you say that it's important for a person to have legal representation when buying property here in Spain?
Yes, I think it is very important to be assessorized by the good advisor, but the professional advisor, and it is important to check that this professional advisor also is registered in the Bar Association. For example, I am a member of Alicante Bar Association, and we have our civil insurance to ensure if we fault in something, we have this insurance to cover our responsibilities, and also it is very important that we have our long practice, and we can advise our clients in a lot of situations. It's possible that sometimes real estate or some persons that know some parts of the process can advise you, but they don't know everything about the process of and the law in Spain it could be varied from one region to another, and that's why we have to be prepared for these situations.
That's good to know, because obviously the law in different countries is going to be different to the law in Spain. So not only would you say then that it's important for them to have a lawyer representing them, but also somebody who's based here too and who's qualified. Okay, that's really, really good to know. So in terms of the purchasing process, what are the general taxes that one needs to be aware of with the property itself?
Right. It depends on if you buy new property or the old one property. In case that you buy the new one property, normally you pay VAT tax to the builder, to the developer, and it is around about 10% of the price. And after that also in the new property you pay another tax. It is a legal documents tax only for the new property, and it is around 1.5%. And this is the tax for the new property, and for old one we just pay 10% tax of for the transmission of property from one owner to another.
To the other.
And it's possible that it could be more than 10% if somebody buys the house more than 1 million euros. In this case it is 11%.
Okay.
But this is the highest tax percent of taxation. Yes, and also in Spain, the contract, the title deed should be authorized by the notary. It is obligatory, and other fees that normally pays the buyer is the notary fees and the register fees. And if we advise our client, also we can present our invoice for our services here.
Yeah. Okay, that's really great. So when it comes to visas, that's another possible scope for confusion for some clients, because there are lots of different types of visas, I imagine. What would you say are the visas that would apply to somebody that's wanting to, from overseas, purchase here? And yeah, could you tell us a little bit about the visas that there are currently?
Visas, we have to understand that there are different types of visa. Visas for tourist trips, and visas to come here to live as a resident. And if we are speaking about tourist visa, it depends on the citizenship of the person. A lot of countries have agreements with Spain, with European Union, and to come here in European Union they don't need any visa. Just with their passport they can come here and as tourists and to stay here for 3 months. And normally we are speaking about American citizens, you say citizens, Australian citizens, Canadians, and Great Britain citizens. And they don't need visa. With their passport they can come here and stay for 3 months. And if they buy the property to stay here only for holidays, for example 3 months per year, in total, they don't need to ask the residence permission. Just with their visa, they can, with their passport, without visa, they can come here. But if they want to stay, to move, to live in Spain and stay here more than 3 months per semester, because normally it's 3 months per semester, per 6 months you can stay here. If you want to stay more than 3 months in every 6 months, you have to ask the residence permission. And here in this point we can speak about also different types of residence. Depends on if our client buys the property over for the price of 500,000 euros or over this price, he can apply for the residence for investors. And if he buy the property less than 500,000 euros, we have to speak about other types of residence. for example, non-lucrative residence. In this case, this person has to prove that he have enough
to live on.
Yes, enough incomes. Yeah.
Yes.
More or less, we are speaking about these types.
Yes, so these are the types of visas that I know that a lot of my clients are interested in looking at. Do you mind telling me a little bit more specifically about the Golden Visa?
Yeah, Golden Visa. This is the visa that is previewed in Spanish law for the persons who bought the property for 500,000 euros or over this price.
Yes.
And also there are other situations when this person can apply for Golden Visa if they make investments in the capital of Spanish companies, or if they make deposits in Spanish banks, but here we are speaking about investments in the real estate.
Yes.
In this case, they can also, they have two ways to apply for it, or after they have bought the property, of course. First of all, they have to buy the property, sign the title deed, pay the price. It should be out of any charges, 500,000 euros. They can take the mortgage over 500,000 euros, but 500,000 euros should be from their incomes.
Of course.
And to pay the taxes, as we have spoken before, to pay the taxes related with the purchase. After this moment, we can apply for Golden Visa. Golden Visa, really, it is to ask through the Spanish consulate in the country where the person lives. And they ask it for 1 year. But if this person comes here to Spain, sign the title deed, pay the price, pay the taxes, he can stay here, and we can apply here in Spain for residence permission based on this investment in the real estate. In this case, we help to our client to present all the paperwork. He doesn't need to go to the Spanish consulate in his country. He can stay here.
Yes. We
present everything here. And in this case, the client obtains the permission, not the visa, the permission for 3 years. It is like a residence card for 3 years. And in most of cases, we prefer this way because it's easier for client, and also you can resolve your paperwork and administrative situation for 3 years in advance.
For 3 years in advance.
Yeah.
I did not realise that you could do it that way, but that's very handy to know.
And that's why from when I graduated, I decided to continue the career, the legal career in our family. And also my uncle was fiscal, and in this case I decided to continue the legacy of the family, and also
because naturally were interested in it.
Yes. And I was working also in the notary office of my mother during some years. And after all, this is the profession that helps other people to resolve their problems. Complicated for them, they don't understand
they don't like it.
It's like, apostille, non-criminal certificate record, does it exist? I say, yes, it exists. Look, here is the page of your government in Great Britain where you can ask for it.
People just do not realise, do they? like, don't worry, it's Spain, but we all have to do it at some point, and you're at least in really good hands. We're looking after you. You're not being left alone to do it. So that was reassuring for them. They're happy. So Ekaterina, we all know what Pedro Sanchez has said recently in relation to the golden visa. Is it really worth still applying if you're thinking about it?
I think this is the moment, exactly the moment to apply for investor visa, for golden visa.
Yes.
Because in this moment we are working with this program. The program for golden visa is valid for all the investors, and the declaration of our president, it was a few months ago, but it was like some comments of their intentions, but in this moment they didn't do nothing exactly to change the law.
Okay.
And we can be sure that in future it will work, but in this moment it is working.
Yes, so it's a good time to do it now.
Yeah, it's a good time to do it now.
It's really good to know. And just for anybody else that might be unsure out there, in terms of residency and the paperwork, what does somebody need to have ready to present if they're wanting to apply for residency?
Yes. First of all, there are a list of some documents that should be presented that are required to apply.
Yes.
And it is not very extensive list. It's like we need non-criminal records certificate from the country where the person has lived during last 2 years.
Okay.
And it should be with apostille. I know that there are a lot of people that don't know about it, but in the case if they want to buy, we will explain where to obtain it.
Sure.
Non-criminal certificate is obligatory to have it, and also we have to present the medical insurance contracted with a Spanish company or with another foreign company, insurance company that covers the medical services in Spain.
Yes.
And also we have to prove that our applier, that our client has enough savings in their accounts here in Spain or in his country to live here during next 2 years as the minimum. There are it depends of the how many persons will apply for the for the residence, and it depends on it. We can speak about 35,000 euros for the first applicant, and in case of more members of family, it could be more. And nothing else, just to buy the property, to sign the title deed, and to pay the taxes. With these documents, we can apply for the residence here in Spain.
I'm sure with a great solicitor like yourself and a great company that you work for, that the clients will be more than happy. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you
and giving us some insight. And no doubt we will see you again very soon.
Okay, bye.